Welcome back. Let's discuss logarithmic functions. The logarithmic function is an inverse of the exponential function. Like we have these two functions, this is an exponential function, and then h is the inverse of g. So g is an exponential function, and then h is a logarithmic function. You can see that these are inverses of each other. They reflect each other by the line y is equal to x. Now we're concentrating on the logarithmic function. We're going to see how this function is sketched. If the base is a proper fraction, that is to say if it's between 1 and 0 or between 0 and 1, the logarithmic graph is decreasing. How do you see that the graph is decreasing? When the gradient is negative, it's decreasing like this. Right? As you move from left to right, the graph is going down. That's decreasing graph. So if the base is a fraction, that means a proper fraction, meaning that it's between 0 and 1, then the logarithmic graph is decreasing. It is very, very crucial to take note of this. We're going to use it when we sketch these graphs. For y is equal to log of x to base a, if a is between 0 and 1. For example, if we have y is equal to log of x to base half, you see the base is between 0 and 1. That means that the graph will be decreasing. Then if the base is greater than 1, the logarithmic graph is increasing. Like for y is equal to log x to base a, and if a is greater than 1, for example, if the base is 2, 2 is greater than 1, the graph is increasing. How do we see that? The gradient is positive. As you move from left to right, the graph is going up, meaning that the graph is increasing. Now, let's look at how we sketch this graph. Sometimes we do sketch it from the exponential function. If we have the exponential function, we just know that we have to swap things. X becomes y, y becomes x. But let's say you're given a logarithmic equation. How do you sketch the graph? For y is equal to log of x to base a, we know that the shape, we've talked about the shape. We say that if a is greater than 1, the graph is increasing. It will be like this. The graph is increasing, meaning that the gradient is positive. And then if a is between 0 and 1, the graph is decreasing, meaning that it's going to be like this. You can see that by the gradient, which is going to be negative there. Please take note of the shape before you do your sketching. Right. Then the next step is to find the x-intercept. We know it is very easy to find the x-intercept. You just substitute y with 0 to get the x-intercept. Right. And then you can find any other point. But with the shape, the x-intercept, and any other point on the graph, you can easily sketch your graph. Right. How do you find any other point? Substitute any x value which is greater than 0. You can pick any value, not big values like 2, 3. You pick those values. That value will give you the coordinates of any other point. And then with these three, shape, x-intercept, then any other point, you can sketch the graph. Let's see how we do this. Right, consider f of x is equal to log of x to base 2. We've talked about this. Now let's see how we actually sketch these two graphs. We're going to start with f of x. So the log of x to base 2, the base is greater than 1. So meaning that the shape is increasing. The shape is increasing. So the graph is going to be shaped like this. Let's find the x-intercept. X-intercept, to say that y is equal to 0. So we're going to say 0 is equal to log x to base 2. And then we change this from logarithmic form to exponential form. So it's 2 to the power 0 is equal to x. 2 to the power 0 is equal to x, meaning that x is equal to 1. So we have our x-intercept, which is 1, 0. Right. And then let's find the third thing. Any other point. Let's say if x is equal to 2. Right, so meaning that y is equal to log 2 to base 2, right? And then what is log 2 to base 2? This is equal to 1. So meaning that y is equal to 1, right? then meaning that the any other point that we have now will be 2, 1, right? So with these three, we can easily sketch our graph, right? The shape, we know how it's going to be shaped. The x-intercept is 1, 0, and then any other point is 2, 1. Let's put it here. This is 2, 1, and then with the shape now, it's going to be like this. This is the graph, okay, the logarithmic graph, and then this is the asymptote for the logarithmic graph. X is equal to 0. We have sketched f of x, right? Let's do g of x. Let's start with the shape. The base is what is between 0 and 1, so it means the graph is going to be decreasing. It's going to be like this, okay? And then we go to the next thing, which is the x-intercept. X-intercept, y is equal to 0. So where there's 1, we put 0. So 0 is equal to log x to base half. And then change this from logarithmic form to exponential form. 1 over 2 to the power 0 is equal to x. So meaning that x is equal to 1. So our x-intercept is 1, 0. Any other point, right? We just need the x-intercept, the shape, and any other point. So let's say if x is equal to 2, what are we going to get? Y is equal to log 2 to base half. Remember, you can use your calculator for this. You don't need to use any logarithmic laws. Just calculate a log. There's this function. You can use that function, right? And then y is equal to negative 1. So meaning that any other point that we have here is 2, negative 1, right? So with these three, shape, x-intercept, and any other point, we can sketch the graph, right? Is 1, 0. 1, 0 is where? Here. And then we have any other point, which is 2, negative 1. 2, negative 1. 2, negative 1 should be somewhere here. Then the shape goes like this. Say the shape is like this. So it's going to be this. We've managed to sketch the graph of g of x. Okay. To sketch a logarithmic function, just need the shape, x-intercept, and any other point. Let's do the last one. Given f of x is equal to 3 to the power negative x, sketch the graph of f and f to the power negative 1 on the same set of x's. Right, and then state the domain of f and its inverse. Right, the graph of f is exponential, so this is an exponential function. So for f of x is equal to 3 to the power negative x, this is just same as 1 over 3 to the power x. So this is an exponential function. So how to sketch an exponential function? Right, sometimes I'll encourage people to use just a small table. Use the table values with these 3 points, negative 1, 0, 1. These points are enough, right? You know the asymptote, and then just use these points, negative 1, 0, 1. Okay. The other thing you can do, you can find the y-intercept, and then you find any other point, right? So now for negative 1, if x is negative 1, you put negative 1 where there's x, y is 3. Then if x is 0, you put 0 where there's x, y is 1. And then you put 1 where there's x, y will be 1 over 3. So with these 3 points, you can sketch the graph of f of x. Okay, right, this is an exponential function. So negative 1 is 3. So it could be somewhere here. Negative 1, 3. And then we have 0, 1. And then we have 0, 1. That is when x is 0, y is 1. And then we have 1 and 1 over 3. 1, 1 over 3. Right. Okay, then we can sketch the graph of f of x, which is the exponential function. Right. Like I said, this one you can find what? You can find the y-intercept and then find any other point. So this is y is equal to 0. That's the asymptote. So we've managed to sketch the graph of f of x. Let's sketch the graph of the inverse. We start by interchanging x and y, isn't it? So it becomes x is equal to 1 over 3 to the power y. And then we change from logarithmic form here to exponential form. Y is equal to log of x to base 1 over 3. Okay, now this is the inverse function that we are sketching. This is the inverse function that we are sketching. Right, the shape, we say that the shape, if the base is between 0 and 1, the graph is decreasing. And then let's find the x-intercept. It's going to be 0 is equal to log x to base 1 over 3. And then meaning that x is equal to 1 over 3 to the power 0. X is equal to 1, therefore the x-intercept is 1, 0. Okay. Then any other point, let's say if I'm going to show you the other method, which is very fast. Any other point, if let's say if x is equal to 3, if x is equal to 3, then for y is equal to log of 3 to base 1 over 3, this will give you negative 1, meaning that any other point is 3, negative 1. Right. Now, if you plot these points, we said the shape is decreasing, then we have 1, 0. Okay. If we check, you could have just interchanged these coordinates. Make x, y, and y, x. This was going to give you 1, 0, just like that. Then any other point is 3 and negative 1. We're also going to interchange this. Okay, where there's x, you put y, where there's y, you put x. So it becomes 3, negative 1, which is this. And then the asymptote also, y is equal to 0, it becomes x is equal to 0. X becomes y becomes x. And then you sketch your graph. That's the shape. So if you have your original function, exponential function, you can easily sketch your logarithmic function by interchanging x and y. Okay, right, we've managed to sketch the graph. Now let's answer the last part. State the domain of f and the inverse of f. The domain for f of x, right? F of x is this graph. The domain x is element of real numbers, or you can say x is from negative infinity to infinity, right? And then range for f of x, the graph is above 0, so y is greater than 0. Okay, or you can say y is an element of 0 not included to infinity, because the graph is above y is equal to 0. This is the asymptote. Right, and then for the inverse, in the domain, you're looking for the domain now, the x values start from 0 going this way, isn't it? So x is greater than 0. Okay, or you can say 0 to infinity. Check here. It's like the range became the domain. So where there's y, you just put x, then that becomes your domain. And then your range, now where there's x here, you put y. So the range now, we're looking at the y values, is from negative infinity to infinity. Okay, so the range y is an element of real numbers, or you can say y is from negative infinity to infinity.